No shots on goal yet for Fennville. 4 saves made by their keeper, Andy Estrada. A couple great diving ones at the near post to keep Comstock off the board. Winner of this one will be hosting Schoolcraft on Wednesday for the semifinals of this district. On the other side, you have Paw Paw and Parchment facing off. They are tied 1-1 at halftime, thanks to Jared Stansbury for that score. Not seen an update in the other game in this district. That is Delton Kellogg against Hopkins, which was scheduled for a 5 o'clock start, so that one likely done or close to being done. Again, haven't seen a score from that one. So as we get set for the second half, Fennville at 9-5-4, coached by Kyle Nevenzel. Starting defenders, Steven Mendoza-Wynn, Miguel Castillo, Mauricio Bedoya, and Miguel Martinez. Midfielders, Omar Diaz, Diego Garcia, Jaime Flores, and Christian Mendoza-Wynn. Juan Romero, John Serrato at forward, Andy Estrada, the keeper. Comstock at 19-2-0, coached by Justin Ansel. Starting defenders, Brandon Willis, Jesse Mortimer, Kyle Moore, and Marcus Cannon. Midfielders are Eric Miller, Zach Tauby, Seth Ansel, and Fernando Placencia. Forwards, David Thomas and Evan Veenheis. And in goal for them is Logan Hicks. As going left to right here in the second half will be Fennville. They're in the all-black with the white numbers and white striping down the sides. Their keeper, Estrada, is in orange. Comstock with the white tops, the Carolina blue numbers on the front and back, black shorts for them, and their keeper, Hicks, wearing aqua blue on the front and highlighter green on the back as Comstock begins with the ball, and we are underway here in the second half. Mostly clear skies, temperature in the mid-50s here on this Monday from Comstock High School as the Colts get a throw in on the edge of the attacking third. Thrown off the chest of Evan Veenheis. Veenheis loses the ball about 30 yards out. Fennville gets it back into the center circle for Juan Romero, but he shanks his pass. Comstock will take it back. On the edge of the attacking third, Ansel boots it toward the near corner. It goes out for a Fennville throw-in. First time these teams have met this season. In terms of mutual opponents within the district, both have beaten Schoolcraft. Comstock winning 2-1, Fennville winning 7-1, and both have played 10th-ranked Delton Kellogg. Fennville had a scoreless draw against them, and Comstock falling 3-1. Of course, that was last month. All that matters is now in the postseason as Fennville tries a long boot forward for Serrato. He'll take it into the box at the far side. Couple defenders in front of him. Passes to Romero, and Comstock takes it away. Of course, postseason beginning today. Once you lose, your season ends. If you keep winning, eventually you're a state champion. For these teams, they'll have to win 7 games to come away with the championship. Fennville takes it back at center. Juan Romero tries to boot it forward, rejected by Brandon Willis. Blackhawks take it back, and then it's taken away by David Thomas for Comstock. Through 42 minutes, no score. And Fennville gets it back. Mauricio Bedoya. He collides with a Colt. And Comstock able to get it back. Here they go into the attacking third to Thomas. David Thomas stops 10 yards in front of the arc, and they retreat and pass back towards center for Kyle Moore. Moore sends it over to the far corner. They pop it up in the air. It's deflected out at the far corner. And is this going to be a corner kick or a throw-in? We'll see as Diego Garcia appears to be hurt for Fennville, and they will stop the clock with 37:30 on the clock. And it looks like he is going to be okay. Holding the back of his head. So hopefully he's okay. Comstock will have a corner kick. This will be only the second corner of the match between the two squads. The other one came from Comstock as well. Setting it up over at the far corner will be Fernando Placencia. Willis Sports Agents, offering dedicated representation to athletes who are serious about elevating their professional careers. Through contract negotiations, endorsements, media relations, and community outreach, Willis Sports Agents help to show you the money. Visit online at willis.law. Armando Alvarez will come in place of Garcia as he heads to his team's bench. 37:30 on the clock. Here in the second, no score. Can Comstock change it on this corner kick? 4 assists on the year for Placencia. As he takes it, left-footed, didn't get much air on it, the near post. It's loose, shot, shanked, and cleared out. Miller had a golden opportunity, just whiffed on his kick. Colts keep it in the attacking third. Veenhuis over at the near corner. 2 defenders in front of Veenhuis. He tries across to Ansel, the arc. It's popped up in the air by Fennville. Sent back into the box. Sent out by Fennville. Thomas gets it back about 30 yards out for Comstock, and they reset back near center. Through 43 minutes, no score, and Serrato very nearly stealing it away from Thomas and trying to start a rush the other way for Fennville, but Thomas gets it back for the Colts. But then they lose it out of play, so Fennville gets a throw in. Then a quick whistle off of the throw in. A throw in the other way coming for Comstock. Fennville sends it high in the air over toward the center circle. Mortimer tries to stop it, and Fennville takes it back, going left to right in the black and white. Willis steals it away for Comstock. His send forward is intercepted. Now Fennville chips it into the box. They try to track it down, but Romero could not win the race against Kyle Moore. And Moore fakes him out and will draw a throw in. We've played 44 minutes, no score here with Comstock and Fennville. Season on the line, District 34 first round match here from Comstock High. The winner will host Schoolcraft on Wednesday. As the throw in comes and Veenhuis comes away with it, and he's going to charge down the side. Into the box goes Veenhuis. One defender catches up and is able to force a corner kick. The recovery by Steven Mendoza-Wynn. Prevented the shot try, but had to surrender what'll be Comstock's third corner. Through 45 minutes, can Comstock get the game's first goal? They just quickly tap it in. Thomas boots it to Placencia at the 18. Out to the arc. Wrong team. Serrato tries to clear it out. He can't. Fighting for it at the arc. Comstock gets it back, now cleared by Miguel Martinez. Headed back into the attacking third by Comstock. They tip it into the box. Veenhuis, can he get a shot? No. Cut off by Estrada. It rolls toward the near corner. Estrada, you better get back to your net. Goes out for a Comstock throw-in. That's good positioning by the sophomore goalkeeper to get in the way and prevent a shot try from Veenhuis. And that's a couple times that Mendoza has robbed what could have been a goal for Evan. 34.5 minutes remain here in the second half. Comstock desperately trying to get that first goal. Flinging it in will be Kyle Moore. He throws it into the box. Headed right back out over toward the near corner. Moore tries a shot, and it goes over the net and hits off the football crossbar. Some of the students raise their hands up to say, it's good. But of course, getting it through the goalposts for football, not helpful in soccer. Goal kick coming up. Save 20% at all Grand Rapids Napa stores throughout the month of October by purchasing a 99-cent bag. Take advantage of this savings to save on everything from brakes and struts right down to windshield wipers and fluid. This amazing deal won't last long, so please hurry into your local Napa Auto Parts store. Some restrictions may apply and only at participating locations. Scoreless through 6 minutes as Comstock has controlled possession here in the second half. I would say Fennville had the edge in the first half, even though they didn't have the shots edge. Now the Blackhawks pass midfield. Mendoza-Wynn, a long cross ahead trying to find Serrato at the arc. Serrato tries to get through the defenders. He cannot. Numbers not on his side. They get it back toward the arc. Christian Mendoza-Wynn, the talented freshman, gets it off to Alvarez, and they reset the edge of the attacking third for David Salinas. Try to center it. Thomas takes it away for Comstock. 7 minutes into the second half. We remain scoreless from Comstock High. Fennville gets it back into the attacking third. Placencia gets in the way of a pass by Romero. He gets it back. Here comes the senior, Juan Romero. Takes it toward the arc, tries to go through a lot of traffic, and that does not work. Sent back toward the Fennville bench. Blackhawks get it back, Omar Diaz. Diaz toward the near corner. Leaves it behind for Romero. Romero the cross to the penalty spot. It's deflected up in the air near the post and grabbed by Hicks. Great idea, but he couldn't get the shot down enough and just pretty much sent it straight up. So Hicks able to make the easy save. We have 32 minutes remaining in regulation. No score. Again, it is the postseason, so if this game is still tied after 80 minutes, we'll have two 10-minute overtime periods. And if the game is still tied after that, we go to the penalty kick shootout. As Fennville tries to feed forward, Hicks comes out, makes the save, but he's out of position. They shoot. A defender on the back line makes the save, and Moore will clear it out. Hicks made the initial save on Serrato, and then a great job by Moore to make the other save. Comstock keeps it out. Fennville off the throw-in. Send it toward the near corner. With it is Diaz. Gets it off to Romero. Placencia trying to knock him off the ball at the near corner. Goes out, throw in Fennville right at the corner. 9 minutes into the second half. Fennville trying to get the game's first goal. Thrown into the box, sent out of the box by Moore. Romero gets it back. And Thomas pokes it loose for Comstock. Blackhawks regain possession over at the near sideline. To Flores. Now Mendoza-Wynn tries a long shot, and Hicks makes the save at the far post. Comstock didn't have to make any real saves in the first half, and they've made 4 here in the first 10 minutes of the second. They've kept this game scoreless. Over at midfield on the far side comes Comstock. Flag up. Throw in for Fennville. Colts at 19-2-0. District champions last year. Fennville at 9-5-4. As we'll have a whistle and a foul against Comstock. So the free kick coming for Fennville, about 50 yards from the net over at the far sideline. Taking it will be Steven Mendoza-Wynn. Long boot goes to the 18, headed out of danger by Kyle Moore for Comstock. We've played 50 minutes, no score. Fennville still on the edge of the attacking third. Armando Alvarez backpedals for his squad. They get it back in front of their bench. Looking for Diaz over at the 18. Throw in for Comstock. Good defensive work by Brandon Willis as the Colts will bring in Alex Kish and Victor Placencia in place of Thomas and Tauby. 29-20 on the clock, second half, no score. From Comstock High, Comstock and Fennville. Again, the winner plays against Schoolcraft on Wednesday in the semifinals, and the winner of this game will host that. So it'll be Comstock hosting or Fennville hosting. As here come the Blackhawks into the attacking third. Over at the far corner goes Romero. 3 defenders cut him off and take the ball away. Good work by Victor Placencia. And he kicks it out of play. It will be a throw-in for Fennville. Thrown in over toward the 18 for Flores. And taken away by Comstock, and they clear it to center to Veenhuis. And he taps it ahead, and now it's him and Ansel trying to race forward against 3 defenders. Ansel's touch a little bit too far in front of him, and that allows Miguel Martinez to assume possession for Fennville. Fennville tries the long boot forward, but nobody there for them, and Hicks will come out a long way, and he'll clear it out from about 30 yards away from his net. Now he retreats as Fennville gets it back. Juan Romero centers it about 30 yards out. Stolen away by Kyle Moore. Diaz gets it back for Fennville. No score through 52 minutes. Fed into the box. Over at the far side, Alvarez. They try a shot at the far post, and Hicks will scoop it up. Shot try coming from, I believe, Garcia. Unofficially, I've got both teams at 5 saves. No score. Both teams with significantly more opportunities in the second as a big boot shot from Serrato. Another save by Hicks at the far post, as Serrato had a defender on him and couldn't get a full charge on that shot. There were very few shot tries between the two squads in the second half. I think we've had more shots here in these first 13 minutes of the second than we did the entire first half. And Fennville gets it back to the arc as they charge forward again. Pass to Romero. Shot doesn't go through the traffic. Mendoza Wynn gets it back to the penalty spot, and Comstock clears it out. Fennville gets it back on the edge of the attacking third. We've played 53 minutes. We have no score. Both teams have come close here, especially early in this second half. The ball goes out of play, and it'll be a throw-in as subs will come in for both sides. David Thomas back in for Comstock. Diego Garcia is back in, along with Angel Villafuerte for Fennville. 26.5 minutes remain, and we remain scoreless. Comstock going right to left in the white, black, and Carolina blue. Black and white for Fennville, officials in red, keepers in orange, along with green and blue. Mid-50s temperature, sun setting here from Comstock High. As the Colts come up with it along the far side at midfield. They lose it out of play, and it will be a Comstock throw-in. Fennville players thought it was off of a Colt. The officials disagree. Long boot forward by Comstock. Nobody there, throw in Fennville. Jordan Slocum with you on the Slocum Sports Network. Again, head to slocumsports.com. You can see the full upcoming broadcast schedule. 4 districts in 4 days. A lot of soccer ahead coming up. Comstock gets it off of the Fennville throw-in. Thomas trying to get to Placencia at the arc. Fennville steals it away. Villafuerte trying to get it out of danger. Over at their near corner, and they just have to send it out. So a throw-in for Comstock, about 30 yards from the net. Near side, Fernando Placencia. Throws it into the corner for Ansel, and it's sent out into the stands. The student very happy to go track that down as he'll throw it back to the ball handler. Another throw in for Placencia. Actually, Placencia will not take the throw in. He will leave it, and it will be Kyle Moore who will take it. Through 55 minutes, no score. Can Comstock change that here? Got 5 men in the box, awaiting the throw-in from Moore. Flings it all the way toward the penalty spot, headed out of the box by Fennville. Comstock tries to settle it down. They cannot. Now Christian Mendoza Wynn trying to charge ahead, and he gets poked off the ball by Cannon. They traded at midfield, trying to find Veenhuis, but they couldn't quite get it to him. They traded at center again. 24 minutes remain in the second half, no score. Fennville comes away with it. Now they come into the attacking third. This is Romero. Juan tries to get it to the arc, and it's deflected off of a Colt. They get it to the edge of their defensive third, and they'll get a throw-in. Again, this is the first round of the postseason. Your season ends tonight if you lose. Got to keep winning. If you do that, you get to the state championship. Comstock, 19-2-0 on the year. Fennville at 9-5-4. Comstock winning a district title last year. Fennville will get a throw-in now as the Comstock throw-in goes right out. Angel Perez, the senior midfielder, is in for Fennville in place of Juan Romero. With 23 minutes remaining here in the second half, we remain scoreless. Throw-in comes to Steven Mendoza Wynn. They try to clear it out. It goes back in off of his face. Over at the 18, now Comstock gets it out of danger. Mendoza Wynn comes back up with it, though, at the far touchline. Steven comes toward the arc. keeps possession, takes a shot, doesn't go through off of a defender. Serrato tries a shot at the far post, but didn't get all of it, and Hicks makes the save. That's a couple times that Serrato's had an opportunity, but really couldn't get the power he wanted. And Comstock has made 7 saves by my unofficial tally here in the second half. Colts get it to center, but Fennville takes it back. Over in the center circle. Fennville with it. Here they charge forward. Christian Mendoza-Wynn, his pass is intercepted. They get it back over to Villafuerte, tap into the box, Serrato shoots, another save, this time at the near post by Hicks. You wouldn't know Logan Hicks is a freshman by watching him patrol the net. He's done a great job all season. He's kept them off the board again in this one. 21.5 minutes left in regulation, 0-0. As Comstock sends it past midfield, now Veenhuis will try to charge ahead. He's got 3 defenders in front of him, trying to get one attacker with him. Veenhuis trying to get around a defender, now retreats as he's got a little bit of help. But Comstock loses it at the edge of the attacking third, and Christian Mendoza-Wynn will take the ball away for Fennville. He sends a long boot forward. Serrato trying to chase it down. He'll get there with one defender in front of him. Stops, right-footed shot, another save by Hicks. This time at the far post. "21 minutes remain. No score. Jordan Slocum with you. This is the Slocum Sports Network, an affiliate of Michigan Sports Radio. We've got more great soccer coming up all week. Marshall and Western tomorrow. District semifinals over at Gull Lake Wednesday and semifinals over at Lakeview on Thursday. Fennville gets it back to the edge of the attacking third, and they will draw a foul. So a free kick. We haven't had very many of those in this match. It's been pretty clean. This one's about 35 yards out between the football hashes. Will this be what Fennville needs to get the game's first goal? Everybody standing along the 18. Taking it, and it goes well over the net for a goal kick on the shot by Christian Mendoza-Wynn. It's that time of year when you start to think about preseason service to get snowblowers ready for this season. Weingart's, located on Northland Drive, just north of 14 Mile, has a large selection of 2015 and 2016 2-stage and 3-stage Cubs Cadet snowblowers from $100 to $500 off the regular sales price while supplies last. So don't wait. Come in or go to Weingarts.com to see their selection of new and closeout snowblowers, and also go see them for all of your fall cleanup equipment needs. 0-0, Comstock and Fennville. 19:30 remaining here in the second half. Off the goal kick, Fennville gets it back. They take it into the attacking third, but a clear from Cannon sends it out of play at the far side, so Fennville will get a throw in. It was a pretty quiet first half. Comstock had a few chances at the end. Fennville really didn't have any chances. Both teams have had a number of chances here in the second half, but no one able to capitalize. Some good goalkeeping on both sides. Fennville gets it back. Over toward the arc goes Mendoza-Wynn. He retreats. The freshman still has the ball, tries a shot, and Hicks makes the save. That one was right in the center of the net. The freshman, a good shooter. But another freshman says, nope, not today. And I've got 10 saves for Comstock just in this half. Fennville gets it back at center. Comstock steals it away. They get it to Veenhuis in the center circle, but he can't control it, and that's taken back by Bedoya. 18:20 to go here in the second, no score. As Comstock gets it back, and now Seth Ansel comes past midfield. Trying to get it ahead to Veenhuis, but that's intercepted and sent the other way by Miguel Martinez. Fennville tries to get it ahead, but it's stolen away by Brandon Willis. Willis gets hit from behind, and that's going to draw a foul. So a free kick for Comstock, about 35 yards away from the net, over near the Comstock bench. Will this be what the Colts need to get on the board? Kyle Moore will take the kick. 17.5 minutes left in the second. The senior captain has 3 goals and 6 assists on the season. The right-footed strike going for the near post, headed out of the box by Fennville. Back to Moore. He'll get a throw in. Moore throws it into the box, headed out again. Colts try to get it toward the arc. Veenhuis comes away with it. He tries a shot and just misses over the net. And a goal kick for Fennville. Alvarez, Romero, Akuk, and Diaz all back in for Fennville. Willis Law, business and real estate planning with a Christian worldview. Experienced attorneys in Kalamazoo and Grand Rapids offering fixed price legal services to West Michigan. Visit online at willis.law. .5 minutes remain. No score in the second half. Again in the postseason, if we're still tied after 80 minutes, we'll have 2 10-minute overtime periods. Ball goes out off the goal kick at the far side, and it'll be a throw-in for Comstock as the Colts bring Kyle Mortimer and Eric Miller back in place of Fernando Placencia. And also Alex Kish. Season on the line. Comstock at 19-2-0, coached by Justin Ansel. Kyle Nevenzel, the coach of Fennville, 9-5-4. Blackhawks come away with the ball in the black and white. Colts in the white, black, and blue. Colts take it at center. Fennville takes it back. Omar Diaz over to Akuk. And Comstock clears it, trying to get a large pass ahead to Veenhuis, but the 2 defenders stay in front of him in the box and deny him from ever getting the ball. Comstock keeps it in the attacking third, though, over at the far side, and Fennville gets it out of danger. Now they want to rush forward, but they lose it out of play at the far touchline. Throw in Comstock. .15 minutes left in regulation. Elsewhere in the district, Parchment and Paw Paw are even at 2-2. That one halfway through the second half as well. Big boot forward. They got Veenhuis at the arc. If he can get to it, 3 defenders in front of him. Can he get a shot off? Still has it at the penalty spot. Now it's loose. And they get it out of trouble. He could never get the shot off with the bodies in front of him. Comstock tries to track it back down in the far corner. It goes out. They'll have a throw in. Winner of this one plays Schoolcraft on Wednesday. On the other side of the district, you have that Paw Paw Parchment match, and also Delton Kellogg and Hopkins. Haven't seen an update from that one. 14-15 remains. Throw in comes into the box, out to the arc. Thomas tries a shot, goes off of a defender, gets it back, and stolen away by Jaime Flores. And he boots it past midfield for Fennville. Comstock will get a throw in off of that. Intensity's really picked up here in the second half. Another update from Jared Stansbury. It is 3-2 Paw Paw now ahead of Parchment in that match. Fennville gets the ball off of the Comstock throw-in. Good takeaway by Seth Ansel. He tries that big boot forward as Veenhuis tries to chase it down. 1 defender in front of him, and that defender will send it out of play. Oh, great job by Estrada. It was going to be a corner kick, but Estrada just able to dive on it on the goal line to prevent the corner. That's good work by the sophomore keeper. 2 young goalkeepers that have both done good things today. As Fennville gets it past midfield on his boot. Romero passes to Diaz. Diaz about 40 yards out in front of his team's bench. Tries a centering pass to Mendoza Wynn. He tries a very long shot, and Hicks easily makes the save. Shot about 45 yards out. 13 minutes remain in the second half. No goals. between either squad. This ball goes out, and we'll have a Comstock throw-in as Fernando Placencia back in for the Colts. Luke Garpow will come in, or excuse me, that is John Serrato back in for Fennville. Serrato, their leading scorer on the year with 14 goals. He's had a few opportunities, but both teams have had a few opportunities. No one's been able to cash in as of yet. So we're down to 12 minutes remaining. Comstock boots it past midfield. Stolen away, though, by Fennville. Good work from Armando Alvarez. Temperature in the mid-50s from Comstock High. Sun is almost completely set on this Monday evening to start the District 34 boys soccer playoffs. Fennville gets it back. Mendoza win over to Diaz in front of his team's bench. Centers it back to Mendoza win. Now they retreat near center. They whiff, but luckily on the back line was Castillo. Boots it back into the attacking third for the Blackhawks. Over at the far side goes Serrato. Two defenders on him. Out to Mendoza win, about 40 yards out, near the far side. Back to Serrato, over to the far corner. He'll try a cross, didn't get it in the air, and Comstock clears it out of play. Throw in Fennville. 11 minutes remain. No score in the second half. The freshman throws it in. Christian Mendoza win. Finds Romero at the 18. And Romero loses it because of Willis. And now Brandon Willis will track it down for the Colts. Along the near touch line. Romero trying to get it back from him. He cannot. But nobody there on the pass as he tried to get it to Veenhuis. But they're going to say he was fouled. So it'll be a free kick at midfield here for Comstock. .10:30 remains. Free kick about 65 yards out or so. Over by the Fennville bench for Kyle Moore. Boots it to the edge of the attacking third. David Thomas comes up with it to Fernando Placencia. Into the box trying to find Veenhuis. A defender sends it out. Throw in Comstock. Colts now bring in Eric Miller.
Substitution for the Colts, number 9.
10 minutes left. Will we get a goal in regulation? Or are we destined for overtime? The throw-in will come from Kyle Moore. He takes a long step back from the track. Charges forward, flings it into the box. Off the head of Moore, and save made by Estrada over at the far post as he had to get a hand on it. Otherwise, that might have gone over his head. 9:30 remains. Comstock gets it back at center. Cleared out of danger by Bedoya. Taken away by Willis for Comstock. Ahead to David Thomas. Now Veenhuis, about 30 yards out. He heads toward the center. Pops it into the box. Nobody there. Trying to track it down is Placencia. We've got a collision. Placencia gets it back in the far corner, and then Bedoya recovers and takes it away. Fennville gets it. Now they've got a potential 3-on-3. Long feed ahead to Romero, but he had to hold up to avoid being offside. Christian Mendoza win comes up with it over toward the far corner. He comes to the box. Didn't get much of a shot off. Are they going to get the corner kick? So he had a defender. Yep, it is going to be a corner. He had a defender chasing, which deflected his shot. And this is the first time in this match that Fennville's had a corner kick. Will they only need one? Christian Mendoza win. Leads the team as a freshman with 12 assists. The right-footed corner. It's a great one. The header, and Hicks makes the save. Flores didn't get all of it. It's a very good corner, though. 8 minutes remain. We remain scoreless. After a pretty quiet first half, this has been an intense second half. Comstock students starting to make some noise here as the Colts get it past center to Evan Veenhuis. Veenhuis, he's got 52 goals on the year. Here he comes into the attacking third. Two defenders in front of him. He's able to keep the ball. It's poked out. He'll get a throw in. And now they're fighting for the ball. Veenhuis was ready to throw it in. The Fennville players tried to take the ball away from him. And now our head official, she's going to talk to both of these gentlemen and say, hey now, behave guys, what are you doing? Neither team's going to get a card. Just a stern talking to, and it will actually be a Fennville throw-in. Seven and a half minutes left in the second half. Scoreless match here in this District 34 first round. In the center circle, the Blackhawks in the black and white. They try to rush forward. Steven Mendoza win. Good boot for Romero, but too far in front. Hicks scoops it up just inside the box. Hicks punts it high in the air. Bounces just in front of the center line. And Seth Ansel comes away with it for Comstock. He tries to move forward, doesn't have it, passes it to his right. They send it along the far touchline. Veenhuis wanted to track it down, but couldn't quite get to it. Fennville, Shank trying to send a long pass forward. That could be disaster, but then a recovery for Steven Mendoza win, who had the initial shank. Thomas steals it away, though. Here comes Thomas along the near touchline. Passes to Veenhuis, who chips it back to the corner for Thomas, but it will go out and be a Fennville throw-in. .6:20 remains. Second half, no score. Season on the line here from Comstock High. Jordan Slocum with you, Slocum Sports Network, an affiliate of Michigan Sports Radio. Glad to have you along for the ride. Fennville got it back to center here. Now they try the long boot for Romero, but that's intercepted by Brandon Willis. Now Willis pops it forward, looking for Ansel. Getting in the way of that was Bedoya. Christian Mendoza win. He tries to boot it through the center circle. Colt got in the way of that. Blackhawks take it back, though, with 5.5 minutes to go. Omar Diaz in front of his team's bench, guarded by Thomas. Passes back to Romero, the senior. Romero about 40 yards out. He goes down as he took a shot to the shin. He'll hold his right ankle. And the Colts try to stop play so that they attend to the injured player, and now they will. It was a clean challenge which knocked Romero down, but he took a shot right to that right shin. And there's no amount of shin guards that can protect you sometimes. That's going to hurt. So the clock is stopped with 5:16 here in the second. No score. Not a guy you want to lose. Senior starting forward, 6 goals and 6 assists on the year, as they will help him up. Angel Villafuerte will check back in, as well as Diego Garcia is here for Fennville. Willis Sports Agents, offering dedicated representation to athletes who are serious about elevating their professional careers. Through contract negotiations, endorsements, media relations, and community outreach, Willis Sports Agents help to show you the money. Visit online at willis.law. 5:16 to go, as Fennville throws it in, and they give it back to Hicks as Comstock had possession at the injury. Now Hicks boots it back to the center. 5 minutes remain here in regulation, and we have a foul inside the center circle against Comstock, so they place the free kick literally right in the middle of the field. Steven Mendoza win will take it. The junior, line drive, denied by Comstock. Fennville just tries to get it back to their defensive line, but they mistime that and kick it out of play, so Comstock will have a throw-in at the far side. Ansel passes back, now chipped forward. Headed out of danger for Fennville. Back to the center circle for the Blackhawks, and Christian Mendoza win. He tries to put it forward for Diaz. Diaz trying to win the race. He'll get it at the 18. 2 defenders in front. Tries a shot and hits off the crossbar. Header. And Hicks will get the header off that. Oh, that was a beautiful shot, trying to bend back for that far upper corner, but just caught the crossbar, and we remain scoreless with 4 to go. Again, if we go to overtime, you have to play 2 10-minute periods. You play the full periods regardless of goals scored. No golden goal. Fennville gets it back near center. Handball will go against Fennville, and Comstock a free kick about 70 yards away from the net. More great action coming up tomorrow. Marshall against Western. And then district semifinals Wednesday from Gull Lake, Thursday from Lakeview. SlocumSports.com for all the details. Free kick from Moore. Played off the chest of a Blackhawk. That was Flores. He gets it past midfield. One of the Colts took a headshot, and he's going to go, and he's going to be okay. That was Mortimer. That one's going to sting. 3 minutes to go. Colts booted forward. Veenhuis tries to track down over at the near corner. The defender gets it out of danger. Good work by Miguel Martinez. Oh, and they 5-hole Placencia to try to get it away. Does Villafuerte, but taken back by Comstock. Now they trade it on the edge of the Comstock attacking third, and finally Fennville gets it towards center. Sent back, though, by Kyle Moore. Headed the other way by Castillo. 2.5 minutes left in regulation. Out of play, right near center, near side, throw in Comstock. By my unofficial tally, 12 saves for the Colts and 6 for Fennville. And all of those saves that Comstock has made came in the second half. Out of play again, and throw in for Comstock in front of the Fennville bench. Under 2 minutes to go. Throw in is traded back and forth. Neither team assuming possession, and now Comstock gets it. Miller at center, taken away from him by Steven Mendoza-Wynn. 90 seconds to go. Over at the far side, out of play, throw in Comstock. 80 seconds left. No score. Headed out off the throw-in. Another throw-in about 20 yards farther down for the Colts. They fling it into the attacking third. Sent right back out by Fennville, but a Colt tried to keep it from going out and couldn't, so the Blackhawks get the throw-in with a minute to go.
1 minute remaining to play in this half. 1 minute.
Fennville's throw-in gets to the mid-third. Sent the other way by Comstock, and Veenhuis come away with the ball. Nope. 3 defenders have stayed back and kept him from getting too many chances. He had a few in the first. He was robbed by the keeper, Estrada. Now Fennville boots it ahead along the near touch line, but the back line for Comstock gets there first. With 35 seconds to go in front of the Fennville bench. Colts kick it out, throw in Blackhawks. Flores throws it in with 25 seconds to go. To the edge of the attacking third, it's sent right back out. Throw in Comstock. Colts will throw it in with 15 seconds. Sent right back out.
10,
And a Fennville throw in.
9,
Final 10 seconds.
7, 6,
Headed back by the Colts.
4,
Fennville
3, 2,
won't get a shot off, and that will take us to the end of regulation. And for the first time this fall on the Slocum Sports Network, we've got some overtime coming. No score after 80 minutes. Season on the line. Comstock and Fennville back with overtime up next. This is the Slocum Sports Network, an affiliate of Michigan Sports Radio.